In today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to crochet one of these easy triangles. These work really well for crocheted bunting, and I will be showing you how to crochet all of your triangles together into bunting at the end of the tutorial. So if you are wanting to make bunting, stick around till the end of the tutorial. Let's get crocheting one of these triangles. So you can either start this triangle with a magic ring or a chain ring. I prefer a chain ring because it's more secure, so that's how we're going to start this triangle. Make a slip knot using your preferred method and then make a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now slip stitch into the first chain that you made to make a ring. So I'm putting my hook in here to make a slip stitch, and then if you give your chain ring a bit of a pull, you should be able to open up a hole at the center of the chain ring where we're going to be crocheting round 1. So to start round 1, make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. This counts as your first double crochet stitch. Now work 3 double crochets into that chain ring. So 1, 2, 3. So including that starting chain of 3, I've now made 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. Next we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is going to become the corner of our triangle. Now work 4 more double crochets into that chain ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've made 4 double crochets, a corner chain of 3, and then 4 more double crochets. We've actually now made 2 sides of our triangle and 1 corner of the triangle. So to finish off that triangle, work 1 more chain of 3, 1, 2, 3 to make another corner space. Then work 4 more double crochets into that chain ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to make this final corner of our triangle a little bit differently. If you've watched my square or hexagon tutorials before, we're going to be doing something very similar to ensure we always start in the corner of our triangle because it gives a neater finish. So to do that slightly different corner, work a chain of 1 only, not a chain of 3. Then work a half double crochet in the top of the starting chain, and we're going to pretend this half double crochet is actually the final 2 chains of our corner. So we're going to make a half double crochet. So yarn over, put your hook in the top of the starting chain, so 1, 2, 3, going in there at the top of the starting chain. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You should now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That's a half double crochet, and we're going to pretend that half double crochet is 2 chains, so we have made a chain 3 corner here because we're counting that half double crochet as 2 chains. If you've watched my square and hexagon tutorials before, this corner is slightly different to those because we've got chain 3 corners for the triangle rather than chain 2s. So we're doing a half double crochet instead of a single crochet that I teach in my granny square tutorials. If you've not seen those, don't worry, ignore what I've just said and just go ahead with that half double crochet. So for round 2, I'm actually going to teach you a bit of a formula so that you can make a triangle to whatever size you like. So I'm just going to be showing you round 2, but you can actually make your squares as big as you need them to be for your bunting by following this formula. So the formula goes chain 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. Now work 2 double crochets over the top of this half double crochet. So this half double crochet here, I'm going over the top of it because we're pretending it's part of that chain corner. And I'm going to make my 2 double crochets. That's the first and that's the second there. So far I've made 1, 2, 3 double crochets because we're counting that starting chain as a stitch. So next work 1 double crochet into each stitch across, and for round 2 that is 4 stitches, but on bigger rounds you're going to be working more double crochets here, so just work 1 double crochet into each of these stitches. So there's my 4 double crochets in those 4 stitches. Now we're going to work a corner group into the next chain 3 corner space, and in this triangle our corner groups are always 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, then a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 more double crochets into that same corner space, and that's your corner group on every corner of the rounds. So now repeat these steps around your triangle, working a double crochet into each stitch across, and then in your corners working 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, all in the same space. And then I'll meet you back in this corner and I'll show you the 2 different variations of this corner for if you're continuing to make your triangle bigger, or if you're happy with a 2 round triangle, how to fasten off. So I'm almost at the end of round 2 and I've just worked a double crochet into all the stitches on this side of the triangle, and my next space is the same corner space that we started the round in. We've already done 3 double crochets here, so we need to do another 3 for the other side of the corner group. So I'm working 1, 2, 3 double crochets all into that same corner space that we started the round in. Now here is where it will be different. So if you're fastening off here and you're going to finish off your triangle, work a chain of 3 and then either fasten off with a slip stitch or an invisible join here, just like you would in a granny square. I do have a tutorial for the invisible join, I'll link in the top corner if you've not learnt that technique already. If you're wanting to make your triangle bigger, we're going to do the same thing we did at the end of round 1. So a chain 1 and then a half double crochet into the top of the starting chain, ready to transition up into round 3. So now you've made your triangles, I'm going to show you how to string them together into bunting. So now you've made all of your triangles, I'm going to show you how to string them together into bunting. So we're going to first make a chain, and this chain can be as long as you need it to be if you're going to be like tying it around something like a fence post or anything at either side of your bunting. So start with a slip knot and then make a chain the size that you want it to be. There is no right or wrong here. And then once the chain is the size you want it to be and you're ready to add on one of these bunting flags, one of these triangles, then what we're going to do is we're actually going to slip stitch this on. So start your slip stitch in a corner space, so work 1 slip stitch into any corner space and then work a slip stitch into the top under both loops of each of your bunting flags across. So I'm literally just slip stitching in each stitch across until I reach the next corner space. So I've slip stitched into every stitch across, and then I'm going to do one final slip stitch into that corner space, and then you have a choice here. You can directly start slip stitching into the next flag, or if you want to, you can do a short chain between your flags like that, and then you pick up your next triangle and continue along in the same fashion until you've joined all of your triangles into bunting. If you've enjoyed this crochet triangle bunting tutorial, do hit that like button as it really helps out the channel and spreads this video to more crocheters. I'll see you again soon in another tutorial.